The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Video Sports.
Henschel from the Wildcat. Henschel now will get him in a head full of steam. There goes Henschel to the end zone. Touchdown right through the shoot mark.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for Best Digital Production in the state.
Delmacher rolling out to the left, flips the hips over the middle. He's got him! Brody Highland to the end zone! His second touchdown of the day!
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, in-depth analysis, and top-notch production.
With 6 seconds left on the clock, Gannon Schwartz, misdirection, goes out to the right. He's got a man in the end zone. Two-point conversion for the Vikings!
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association multi-year first-place winner for Best Play-by-Play in the state.
In motion comes Neal. Play fake to Neal.
Got him.
Eli Mikulkevich down the field. Hauled in by the Cardinals!
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Bondi Family Dental,
Sargento Cheese, Lens Truck Center, Right Way Home Improvement, Taco Bell,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Quest Interiors, Wisconsin Lighting Lab,
BCI Burke, Marion University, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Musa Sheet Metal,
Coal, Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Marco Tax Service, Winnebago Lutheran Academy,
Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Silica for your home, The Wellness Way,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Roush Insurance, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy,
Bristol Morgan Bank, New Medical Center, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Hopper's Silk Screen and Embroidery,
Smith Builders, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Brad Taglia-Petra, American Family Insurance Agent, Everson Law Office,
Michaels Corporation, Aurora Healthcare, Vogel Family Dentistry, Anders Auto Parts, Schaefer Auto, Keller Buildings,
Sauer Family Dental.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
Good Thursday evening to you from the pit here in Rosendale, Wisconsin. It's the Laconia Spartans, the number 2 seed in WIAA Division III Sectional 4, the top half of Sectional number 4, and the 7 seed St. Mary Springs Academy Ledgers. These two Flyway Conference opponents squared off, a couple of months ago in early September. These two got together for the first match of conference play. Laconia swept it 25-12, 25-23, 25-14 in that contest. So a rematch here tonight between the second-seeded Spartans and the seventh-seeded Ledgers, and it should be a good one here tonight. Jordan King with you here in the Radio Plus broadcast booth from the pit. And, talking about that, really the highlight of that first meeting between these two teams came in that second set. Springs led it 23-16. 23-18, and Laconia served out to win it 25-23. So that big comeback in the second set spurred on Laconia to the sweep. So that was the storyline in the first meeting between these two. All right, this is the pregame show. We're going to take a timeout. We're going to come back, and we'll hear from both coaches throughout the pregame show, and we'll get you set for regional semifinal action between the Spartans and the Ledgers coming up tonight on Radio Plus. Stay with us.
You've dreamt of the kind of home you want to live in for years. Now is the time to turn that dream into a reality. Quest Interiors has you covered with flooring, cabinetry, and countertops all in one place. From kitchens and bathrooms to family and bedrooms, bring your vision to life with professional installation. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
We make make you feel at home.
At home and
Auto Sales. Great selection
and a price that's low.
You'll find
friendly smiles and a warm hello every time.
We make you feel at home.
At home and
Auto Sales.
Every time
we make you feel at home.
At home and Auto Sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. We'll take care of what can't be seen. Removing dust? For us, that's a must. And a reminder, get on a furnace maintenance plan now so your home is clean and cozy this fall and winter. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. If you're lucky, we'll be faster than a Derby from Kentucky.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pino. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pino difference. Pino. Build better for future generations.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
Pre-game show rolls on here at the Pit on Radio Plus Video Sports. Jordan King with you in the broadcast booth here at the Pit. Ike producing for us tonight, and Malik on the camera. You know, talking about the Laconia Spartans, it kind of starts with their firepower offensively. Kensley McCauley, 332 kills this season. That is good for first in the Flyway Conference. Also top 5 in the conference, Finley Morgan with 213 kills this season. Morgan also leads the conference, is top 5 in the conference in total blocks, where she is 4th. She had 57 blocks this season. Morgan, one of the top servers in the conference as well, 58 aces. Kensley McCauley with 56 aces. So Kensley McCauley, Finley Morgan, two of the best players this conference has to offer. Kendall Plime, also going to call her name a bunch on the outside. And it's a 6-2 that Laconia runs, so 2 setters. We'll probably, all season long we've seen Bailey Gable start and Gabby Pino come off the bench in that 6-2. Both of them starting quality caliber setters, really all conference caliber setters, both of them, in a conference that runs a lot of 6-2s in the Flyway Conference for volleyball this season. So that's what it's about for Laconia. Josie Basler, 341 digs. She leads the team by a long shot. She is their libero, one of the best liberos in the Flyway Conference, and all of that adds up to a Flyway Conference champion Laconia Spartan volleyball team that earned a 2 seed. The 1 seed in this in this regional is Living Word Lutheran. They play tonight against another Flyway foe. Winnebago Lutheran is at Living Word Lutheran tonight. We'll get to some of the other matchups around the area as we go on tonight, but we're focused here solely on the Ledgers and the Spartans. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we will hear from Coach Caitlin Weiss when we return here on the pregame show on Radio Plus.
Call us when you need a company you can trust.
You hear it all the time, but what does it mean? This is Danny and Heather at AirTech Heating, and for our company, it means we do right by our customers and provide them quality service for superior home comfort.
It means our prices are competitive and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
Extend your vertical tillage options with a new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders, brake clods, and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seed bed. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. Visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Back here on the pregame show with Coach Weiss. And Coach, Springs comes in here, same team that you started off conference play with. You obviously know that this is a dangerous team. It's a rivalry game, but you get them here first round of the playoffs, second season, so to speak. What's the message to your team, and what's the mindset been from this team as you get in here to postseason play?
Well, we talked a lot about how even though, we swept them the first time, that it's Springs, it's, like you said, a rival, and they're not going to come in here and play us soft. They're going to come in and try to get the upset or get the win, and they can do it. They did it to us before, and just reminding them that you got to play hard no matter who you're playing.
As you look at this season and kind of digest the regular season, and that's all over and done with now, what was the key for this team? I guess an identity, if you will, that allowed this team to be so successful in the regular season.
I think just setting our goals, serving at the certain percentage. We wanted our serve receive and just at that certain level too, and just keeping those goals very concrete for them, so that way they knew how to achieve and if they were achieving the goal.
We talked all season long about the depth on this team, whether it be your two setters, Scarlett at the service line, Josie in the back row, Kensley, obviously a headliner, Finley, and you could go on, but just all the names that have helped make this team what it is. Just talk about the depth and just what that's meant to this team, and how it's kind of made you guys. If no one's tuned in and seen you guys yet this year, it's just hard to defend you guys, isn't it?
Yeah, we have so many hitters, and our defense is good. Our serve receive is phenomenal. So just those kids really worked hard this summer and did what they needed to do to get where they are. And I'm just thankful to have the kids know their role and execute their role. None of them are really complaining or whining. They know what they have to do. They know their job, and they're here to do it.
If we're talking in a couple hours and it's a win for you guys, what are two keys tonight to making that happen?
We got to know where their outsides are to get our blocks up on them, and you got to serve and pass, which has been our kind of theme, I guess, of this year, is that, serving at at 92% and serve receiving at the 2.0 average. That's what's going to win this game, is being able to execute those goals.
Coach, best of luck. Go get them tonight.
Thank you.
There you go. That's Coach Caitlin Weiss. Talked to her just a couple of moments ago, and that was her message to her team in the locker room before they got going. All right, we're going to take another timeout. We'll come back, and we will talk with Coach Kelsey Fenner from St. Mary's Springs Academy. That's next on Radio Plus Video Sports.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
All-Phase HVAC sales and service is the go-to for heating, cooling, and geothermal needs. Whether it's sweltering summer days or chilly winter nights, they've got the perfect solution. Their team is dedicated to keeping homes comfortable year-round with top-notch installations and reliable repairs. Plus, they offer energy-efficient options that save money while keeping homes cozy. Trust All-Phase for all HVAC needs and enjoy a comfortable home no matter the season. Call All-Phase HVAC today.
All right, back here on the pregame show, talking with Coach Fenner from St. Mary Springs. And Coach, 7 seed, you guys take care of business on Tuesday against Elmira, and you come here to a familiar opponent. Obviously, it's a tough place to play. But you guys have some good memories in this building, maybe before it was renovated. But obviously, you get to this point in the season, and you go out there, play your best. Anything can happen, right?
Correct, and obviously we were here at the beginning of the season, so a lot has changed since then, and I think the girls are ready to play and come out and give it their best.
That was going to be my next question. What is the big change? If you can maybe nail it down to 2 or 3 things, what are those things that have allowed you guys to really turn the corner this season and really finish out conference play really strong?
I want to say it's trust in each other and confidence, knowing that they can play with the best and be the best they can be. So it's just having confidence in each other and them as a team.
Riley obviously jumps off the page with what she's done offensively this year, and Allie's had a great year setting as well. Just to talk about their ability to kind of lead this thing and steer the ship, if you will, from a senior standpoint, and kind of making this team their own.
Yeah, I have a group of seniors, obviously, that have been with us sophomore, junior years, so they have experience, and they've kind of put the freshmen and sophomores that we have playing under their wing and kind of taught them what they need to do, and they have confidence in them, which brings the best out in us, all of it.
What are going to be a couple of keys tonight if you're going to, pull off a big upset here on the road and obviously an opportunity to do something pretty special?
Yeah, the biggest thing is obviously going to be our defense with their outsides and their middles, putting up a big block in the middle, which, I brought up a freshman, and she's been phenomenal in the middle, putting blocks up and just doing what she can do. But it's going to be our defense and our offense securing, getting kills when we need to get kills and going forward.
Big opportunity for you guys. What's going to be your message to the girls when you go in there?
Leave it on the court. No matter what happens tonight, I'm proud of them. I'm happy to be their coach, and leave it on the court. And that's what we did. 3 years ago when we beat them at regional finals. So that's what I'm going to tell them, and just play their hardest.
Good luck. Go get them tonight, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
There you go. That's Coach Kelsey Fenner a few moments ago here on the pregame show. Appreciate both Coach Weiss and Coach Fenner a few moments. Just to recap, wrap things up here on the Springs conversation. Riley Gilgenbach, 245 kills this year. Estella Ployce, 147 kills. Morgan Knockreiner out of the middle with 92 kills. Annalise Kuhn, 377 digs. And Allie Verkauteren, 360 assists. Estella Ployce and Kuhn both with 52-plus aces on the year as well. All right, we're just about wrapping this thing up in terms of the pregame show. Let's take one final timeout. We will return and tell you about the starting lineups, and we'll have regional semifinal volleyball between the Spartans and the Ledgers when we return on Radio Plus.
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Let me get you in this used car. There's a bunch of...
Yeah, that's what it feels like at most used car dealerships. Pushy sales tactics, pressure, and no peace of mind. At Schaefer Auto, we don't play that game. Every car's inspected by certified mechanics, and we got over 100 budget-friendly vehicles ready for you. Here, you actually get the space and support to choose the car that fits you.
Schaefer Auto, no tackles, no pressure, just the right car for you.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
At Warner Harmson Furniture, Flooring, Kitchen, and Bath, we know that your home is more than just four walls. From kitchen and bath remodels to full home renovations and new construction, we have the team for you. Warner Harmson brings expert design and craftsmanship to every project. Dependable, detail-driven, and dedicated to you, we turn your vision into a home. Warner Harmson, we do it all. Visit warnerharmson.com and book your free consultation today.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one old ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter? Might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
We return here to the pit. Thanks for joining us here on Radio Plus Video Sports tonight. Jordan King with you in the Radio Plus broadcast booth, along with Ike producing for us and Malik down on the camera. So we're going to have the starting lineups for both of these contests in just a moment, and we will start with the Ledgers from St. Mary Springs. Number 6 is a freshman, Sienna Ployce. Number 8, also a freshman, Elizabeth Dux. Number 17 is a senior, Estella Ployce. 18 is their leading kill player in Riley Gilgenbach. Number 19 is a senior, Morgan Knockreiner. 28 is the setter, Allie Verkotteren. She's a senior as well. And then the libero, number 10, Annalise Kuhn. Those the starters for St. Mary Springs. For Laconia, number 3, the middle, Finley Morgan. She's a junior. Also a junior, number 4, outside Kendall Plime. In the middle, number 5, another junior, Hayden Johnson. Number 7 is another junior, Bailey Gable. Number 10 is a freshman, Addison Grotti. And then number 12, Kensley McCauley. She's just a sophomore and probably the front runner for Flyway Player of the Year from her regular season, where she led the Flyway in kills. And then the libero is a junior, number 1, Josie Basler. How about that? Another junior. They have no seniors on their roster due to the Flyway Conference champion, Laconia Spartans. As for Springs, they do have a good contingent of seniors that you heard Coach Fenner talk about in the pregame show. 5 seniors to be exact, and 4 of them in the starting lineup. Estella Ployce, Riley Gilgenbach, Morgan Knockreiner, and Allie Verkotterin. A reminder of the starters for Springs: 6 Ployce, 8 Ducks, 17 Ployce, 18 Gilgenbach, 19 Knockreiner, 28 Verkotterin, and the libero, number 10, Annalise Kuhn. For the Spartans, 3 Morgan, 4 Plime, 7 Gable, 10 Grotti, 5 Johnson, 12 McCauley, and the libero, number 1, Josie Basler. We're just about ready to roll. Once again, this is the 2-7 matchup in the top half of Sectional 4 in Division 3. Also tonight, number 1 Living Word Lutheran hosts number 8 Winnebago Lutheran. Number 5 Cedar Grove Belgium travels to number 4 Mayville. That one also on the Radio Plus Jeff's Live Streams family of networks. And then number 3 Oostburg is hosting number 6 University School of Milwaukee. So that would be the potential matchup for the winner here tonight, the 3-6 matchup between Oostburg and University School. Just a couple of highlights from the lower portion of this bracket. Watertown Luther Prep is the top seed. Lake Country Lutheran is the second seed down at the bottom. And those are some familiar teams to some of the Flyway teams and the area teams that we have up top. All right, here we go. We're ready to roll here with Bailey Gable getting us underway at the service line, and an early push here for Springs. That coming from Ployce. And they're going to go right to Finley Morgan, dug up by Annalise Kuhn. Here's a swing on the near side from Sienna Ployce once again, and that one's too deep. So an early point for the Spartans. They lead at 1-0 early on here. And Bailey Gable, one of the 2 phenomenal setters for St. Mary or for Laconia, will continue to serve. Here's a nice tip from Estella Ployce, and Ployce has her first kill of the night and ties this thing back up. She's going to go back to the service line for the Ledgers. So a nice job by Estella Ployce to read the block, tip over the top of it. Here's Bailey Gable going straight back to Finley Morgan. Hammers it down the throat of the defense, and Annalise Kuhn got close to it but could not get on the end of it, and it's the first kill for Finley Morgan. Morgan, top 5 in the Flyway Conference in the regular season in terms of kills, and a 2-1 lead for Laconia. Here is the service specialist, Scarlett Nitz. Verkotterin looks to the far side. Gilgenbach, into the block. And the first hitting error this time for the Ledgers, as Gilgenbach was blocked. That time looked like Grotti was in on the block there. Good serve from Nitz once again. And they're going to go back to, that one hit the ceiling, and some good luck there for the Spartans. They were going back to Gilgenbach, but it hit the rafters. This is an unusually low ceiling that you have here at the pit, and all the renovations that they did not raise the ceiling. That's you can understand maybe why. It's quite a project. Here's Gable coming to the near side. There is Kensley McCauley, dug up that time by Allie Verkotterin, and it's going to have to be tipped over by Gilgenbach. This time Gable comes back to the near side once again. McCauley straight down the middle, and there's some success here early for Laconia, going straight down the throat of this St. Mary Springs defense. That's the first kill for McCauley, and it's the same exact spot that Finley Morgan hit just a moment ago, and it's a 5-1 lead for the Spartans. Nice dipping serve from Nitz. It's an ace for this junior Scarlett Nitz, who we didn't see the first 2 matches of the season, and then all of a sudden against Waupun, she showed up in a big way from the service line, and ever since then, she has been an integral part of this team. Here's the tip from Addison Grotti, and she's got a kill. Addison Grotti kind of with a look what I found here, in an early timeout from Coach Fenner. Let's take it with him. It's 7-1, Laconia with the lead.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, WIT Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
So an early timeout here from St. Mary's Springs as they fall behind 7-1 here in this first set. Scarlet Knits will continue to serve. And so far, this is what you get from Laconia. We talked about it before the game with Coach Weiss. 3 different kills from 3 different players. You add in Scarlet Knits as ace, and that's 4 different players who have contributed so far. Here's a tip from Knockreiner, and it gets down on the near side. Nice tip from Morgan Knockreiner. So both of Springs' kills, maybe worth noting here early on, have come via the tip as they've hit into the block a couple of times as well. That ferocious block that includes Finley Morgan and Bailey Gable and Addison Grotti. Here is Finley Morgan. Grotti digs it back up. Gable's going to come back near side to the top hitter in the flyway. There's a tip shot from Kensley McCauley, her second kill of the evening, and it's an 8-2 lead. Side out right away for Laconia, and that's something they do extremely well, is just siding out as quickly as possible. And there's a good example of that. Finley Morgan back to serve for Laconia. Good one. Dug up by Gilgenbach. They're going to go straight back to her, and down the line goes Riley Gilgenbach. Her first kill of the night. No tip about that. She hammered it down the far line and found plenty of real estate. 8-3. Tightens it up here for Springs. Back to serve, Sienna Ployce. Ployce goes deep with the serve and gives a point right back to the Spartans. And here comes Gabby Pino, the second setter for Laconia. Addison Grotti will take a seat. And also subbing in for St. Mary's Springs is Sophie Schneider, the junior, number 26, coming in for Sienna Ployce. So, a 9-3 lead. Good start for Laconia. Just what you expect from the 2 seed. Kuhn digs up here. Verkauteren looks far side. Gilgenbach down line. Once again hammers it in. Riley Gilgenbach with 2 kills out of the last 3 points. And if she can get rolling, look out. In fact, I think Springs kind of knows they're going to need Riley Gilgenbach in a big way tonight. Plime digs that one up. Pino looks to the near side. Kensley McCauley deep. And a couple of, I'll tell you what, this is the first time we've seen Springs go back-to-back points. And 9-5, they tighten this thing back up to a 4-point Laconia advantage. And it's really the first hitting error that we've seen from Laconia here tonight coming from McCauley. You don't expect that. Here's a tip from McCauley. Verkauteren looking far side, this time Estella Ployce with a tip. And Pino's just going to have to push it. Dug up by Kuhn. Verkauteren to the center, this time pushed across by Ducks. Laconia smart to it. And then McCauley with back-to-back errors, this time into the net, and it's a 3-point Laconia advantage. So a 4-0 run here for Riley Gilgenbach and the Ledgers. Back to McCauley they go, and this time no mistake about it from Kensley McCauley, her 3rd kill of this first set. She's got 3 of the 10 points for Laconia here early on and restores a 4-point lead. McCauley, knuckling serve, dug up that time by Schneider. Far side, Ployce off the block and out. Good job that time from Bailey Gable and Marissa Johnson, but just could not press the hands quite enough. And Estella Ployce has another kill on another smart swing on the outside hands of the block, and a 3-point lead for the for the Spartans. Here is a tip. That time from Hayden Johnson, her first kill of the night. And Johnson maybe doesn't get enough credit for her role on the team. She is not statistically one of the top players, but I tell you what, she is an important figure off the bench as that backup middle. That time a tap down from Bailey Gable and a swing from Kuhn. And here is Kendall Plime. Plime's first swing of the night is dug up by Gilgenbach. Knockreiner tip. Basler's there. Pino far side. Going to tip it backwards, and it's just deep from Bailey Gable. The junior put a good swing on it, but it was deep, and Verkauteren will continue to serve for Springs. 11-8 on the scoreboard, and Springs has gotten themselves right back into this thing. They've done a nice job. Verkauteren Knuckling serve dug up by Basler. Going straight back to Finley Morgan does Pino. Dug up by Kuhn. Verkotteren gets a hand on it, and it's tipped over by Ployce. Kind of in a no man's land there, and it almost caught Laconia, and they're going to call a double on Josie Basler. So another point here for Springs is back to a 2-point game. This was a 6-point Spartan lead at its best, and it dwindles down to 2 now. Verkotteren, that one into the net, and 2 service errors now for Springs in this first set, and that's pretty much the difference, or right thereabouts, in a 12-9 deficit. Here's Bailey Gable back for her second time serving, and it's going to be Ployce. Good swing. This time Gable looks to Kendall Plime. No touch, and another point for the Ledgers. So I'll tell you what, Springs has settled right into it here. It looked like it had the makings of maybe getting away from them early, but out of that timeout from Coach Fenner, the Ledgers have settled in, and they're playing right with the Spartans here, just down by 2. Here's Finley Morgan. Looping shot dug up by Kuhn. Verkotteren goes far side. Gilgenbach tips off of the Morgan block. Addison Grotti looks near side, and Plime down just a little left of the line. And it's down to 1 point here in this first set. So it will be a Stella Ployce once again. Basler going back to McCauley. Back row swing. Loops over. Dug up that time from Verkotteren. Back set from Kuhn, and that one's just deep. No, they're going to call it in from Riley Gilgenbach, her third kill of this first set. I thought that did just creep in, and a nice job by that near side official to change his call, get back into it. And here the Ledgers have roared all the way back to tie this thing up at 12. Gable going to the middle. Finley Morgan tries that back corner, dug up by Kuhn. Ployce looks to the far side with Gilgenbach, a tip off the block. And once again, Kendall Plime with the tip. This time, Gilgenbach has it covered. Near side, Ployce too far. No touch. Point Spartans. And once again, we will see Scarlett Nitz. And she was responsible for 5 straight points. Not her directly, but she was serving for 5 straight points earlier in this match. Helped build that big lead that Springs has since deleted. Gable to the middle with Finley Morgan. Dug up by Kuhn, and it's just kind of scuffed over that time by Springs. And that one's into the net from Kensley McCauley. So third hitting error from Kensley McCauley. We don't see that too often from, I would argue, the best offensive player in the Flyway Conference. Here's Morgan Knockreiner. Dug up by Plime. Gable goes to Morgan. Looping shot from Finley Morgan. And she finds the back corner. That was some sort of athletic play from Finley Morgan. Off balance. Found a way to get it over the block and down on that far corner. 14-13, the Spartans lead. Gilgenbach. Verkotteren back to Gilgenbach. Read well by Gable that time. Grotti to Kensley McCauley, and McCauley's got her 4th kill of the first set. So that time Bailey Gable read that tip a little bit better from Riley Gilgenbach. That tip has gotten, not necessarily from Gilgenbach, but from a couple of the other Ledgers. Ooh, that one skewed off the hands of Gilgenbach, and a free one coming. Gable, back set, Grotti into the net. Point Ledgers. Just to finish that point, a couple of times already Laconia has gotten beat by that tip, and so good adjustment from them on the fly to defend that a little bit better. Here is Ployce on the serve. Basler comes near side. Kensley McCauley with a roll shot. Dug up by Gilgenbach. Verkotteren to the middle. That one tipped over by Elizabeth Ducks. Ducks gets into the block this time, as does Verkotteren. Doesn't matter as Kensley McCauley goes off the high hands and gets another kill, her 5th of this first set. She is rolling. She's got 5-3 for Riley Gilgenbach from St. Mary's Springs, and then 2 apiece for Finley Morgan of Laconia and Estella Ployce of Springs. Those are your leaders offensively so far. Here is Kuhn looking far side. Gilgenbach, another swing off the tape. Dug up by Pino. Gable near side. McCauley off the block. They're going to go far side with Gilgenbach. Tip, and Pino can't get there, so another kill for Riley Gilgenbach, number 4 for her. And a nice job that time by that Springs block. You heard Coach Fenner in the pregame show talk about how important that was going to be. That time got the block up and stifled Kensley McCauley just enough. Here comes Springs. Back to McCauley. Nice tip from Kensley McCauley. But Gilgenbach gets there and just off the hands of Kuhn with the wrong sort of English on it. And it's a point for Laconia to restore a 2-point lead. This has been tight all the way through this first set. And it's 17-15. Verkotterin looks to catch the Laconia. She cannot. Pino comes near side. Oh, that was unloaded on by Kendall Plime. And Plime's got her first kill of the night and does so with an exclamation point. Hammered it to this near corner. Here's McCauley. Second on the team in aces. Top 5 in the flyway, also in aces. Johnson. Pino. McCauley keeps it alive. Good hustle from the Spartans. Good concentration as well. Here's Ducks with a tip. Basler gets there. Pino looks back row. McCauley, good swing to the near corner. Hammered it down. 6 kills for Kensley McCauley. It's another timeout for Coach Fenner. Let's take it with him on Radio Plus.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
Call us when you need a company you can trust.
You hear it all the time, but what does it mean? This is Danny and Heather at AirTech Heating, and for our company, it means we do right by our customers and provide them quality service for superior home comfort.
It means our prices are competitive and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
Back here during this point, and a loose pass from St. Mary's Springs ends up in a point for the Spartans. I would not necessarily qualify that as an ace. That one could be, that one, you know, sometimes they don't, statistics are a little hard to come by in volleyball. You got certain statisticians that are kind of strict with how they keep things, and I would call that an ace for Kensley McCauley, but regardless, she's got 3 straight here from the service line. There's the tip from Plime, and just like that, it's back to a 6-point Spartan lead. Down the line goes Bailey Gable, and she's got the line for the junior Bailey Gable, her first kill of this match. And it was I thought it was a good idea with the timeout for Coach Fenner when this was just a 3-4-point match, and now it's all the way up to 7. And the Ledgers need something special here to get back into this one. Pino comes to the near side. Plime with a tip. Ducks. Verkotterin. Good hustle by Verkotterin. And Gilgenbach got it across. Here's Johnson. Just a little wide on Johnson. No touch. Laconia's bench was looking for a touch. None forthcoming from the official. And a much-needed side out that time from the Ledgers. Here comes Annalise Kuhn. This one's down the line, and I tell you what, that looked like it hit the line. And referee did not agree with me, and that's why they don't give me a vote. 23-16, lead for Laconia. Gilgenbach, free ball coming for the Spartans. McCauley pushes it up to Pino. Pino to Plime. Plime off the hands, off the back wall, and another kill for Kendall Plime. She's got a pair of them, and it is set point for Laconia, and it'll be Josie Basler to try to close out this first set. The libero with the jump serve. It's a good one. Gilgenbach overpass. Plime at the net, dug up by Kuhn. Nice job by Annalise Kuhn. Here's Estella Ployce off the block and down. And she's got her 3rd kill of this first set, and she says not so fast. Here comes Sienna Ployce back in for Springs, and it'll be Allie Verkotterin. She's going to have to serve no fewer than 7 points in a row if the Ledgers want to stay alive in this first set. Verkotterin, Basler digs, Pino overpass. This one fought for at the net and won by Finley Morgan. Morgan with her third kill of the first set. Let's take a timeout. 25-17 on the scoreboard in set number one. Laconia takes a 1-0 lead. Back after this on Radio Plus.
You've dreamt of the kind of home you want to live in for years. Now is the time to turn that dream into a reality. Quest Interiors has you covered with flooring, cabinetry, and countertops all in one place. From kitchens and bathrooms to family and bedrooms, bring your vision to life with professional installation. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lomira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one old ring to all the building materials to build a house, we have the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lomira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Planning a new building, whether it's commercial, ag, or residential, you need a building that will last. You need Pino. Our experienced design-build team will make your vision a reality. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to pinobuildings.com and you'll learn about the Pino difference. Pino, built better for future generations.
We are Hochschild Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hochschild Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Back here at the pit, set number 2. It'll be Springs to lead it off from the service line. The first set, 27, yeah. You need 25 to win a set. 25-17 in that first set. Laconia takes a 1-0 lead. Here's Allie Verkotterin to start things off for Springs. Bailey Gable goes right back to Finley Morgan, who got a couple of early kills and then was quiet, and then Laconia went right back to her. And one of the best middles you will find has her 4th kill of the night. Here's Scarlett Nitz. Good serve. Dug up by Ployce. Verkotterin. Knockreiner into the block. Down. The double block of Finley Morgan and Addison Grady. And I think that was the freshman Grady that touched that last. All our stats are unofficial anyways, but we'll give that one to Grady. Verkotterin on the move, and that's going to be pushed across by, and they're going to call a double on the push from Annalise Kuhn. So 3-0 here. This is the start that Laconia was looking for. This is exactly how Coach Fenner, she didn't say this, but I can just tell you, she wanted to avoid starts like this. You know, they were down 7-2 in the first set, now down 3-0 here in the second set. Nice job by Kensley McCauley to get that one across. Here's Knockreiner into the block and down. Morgan just a touch late getting over there and couldn't press the hands across, and so went off of Morgan's hands and down. Second kill of the night for Knockreiner. So a good response there from the Ledgers, and a little bit quicker than they got in that first set as well. So positive there. Good serve from Ployce. Gable coming back to McCauley. She's just going to have to tip it. And Verkotteren's going to be able to go to the near side, and Ployce wasn't quite ready for it. Here is Finley Morgan. Tip shot to no man's land. No one in the area for the Ledgers, and a little miscommunication there. Riley Gilgenbach wasn't sure where she was. She thought she had cover back there. She did not, and that is the 5th kill of the night for Finley Morgan. Here's Ployce. Push shot dug up by Plime. Gable going to try to dump it across. Annalise Kuhn is there. Verkotteren goes to Sienna Ployce, and it's off the block of Hayden Johnson and down. So Sienna Ployce with her first kill of the night coming here in the second set. 4-2. Knockreiner back to serve for the Ledgers. And it's a good one. Dug up by McCauley. Gable, all she can do is go backwards to Grotti. Verkotteren going to go to the middle to Ducks. Ducks pushes across. And on this near side, McCauley off the block of Ducks and down. Elizabeth Ducks. You heard Coach Kelsey Fenner talk about a freshman middle. She's talking about Elizabeth Ducks, who is, to use her term, phenomenal since coming up on varsity. Wearing number 8 and doing a nice job for the Ledgers, that time on the block. Here's McCauley, good swing, dug up by Ployce. Verkotteren goes to Gilgenbach with the tip. Gable is there. Grotti comes near side, and the tip from Kensley McCauley. Overpass from Gilgenbach. Gilgenbach able to dig up Johnson's tip, though, and a free ball from Knockreiner. Here is McCauley right on the net, dug up by Verkotteren. Knockreiner far side. Gilgenbach cross court, dug up. What a dig by the libero, Basler, and another block from Ducks on Kensley McCauley, and then McCauley just calmly tips it across for the point. What an entertaining point that time between these two flyaway rivals. 5-3, and a couple of different times that looked like it was going to be a Spartan point. A couple of different times it looked like it was going to be a Springs point, and lo and behold, it goes to Laconia. Here is Gabby Pino with an ace. Springs thought it was going deep. It was not. And Gabby Pino with her first ace of the night. Just the second one for the Spartans. 6-3 now the lead for Laconia. Matches their biggest here in this second set. And just as I say that, Pino records an error. You heard Coach Caitlin Weiss in the pregame. They want to serve it above 92%. That's their goal as a team. Basler digs up the Ployce serve. Roll shot from McCauley. Verkotteren goes to Gilgenbach. Off of the high hands and out of bounds. And the point goes to Springs. You could see that the Laconia coaching staff saying that that set was just too far off the net. The block was too far off the net. That's what I meant to say. Good tip this time from McCauley, but it can't find any court on the near side, so that one's out, and it's a 3-0 run for the Ledgers, and it's 6-6. Tied up here in set number 2. That one is loose from Ployce. And so Laconia sides out right away after giving up that lead and retakes it right back. Kensley McCauley back to serve. This one looks deep. It's way deep, and it's back to a tie ball game here in set number 2. We told you the first time these two played, 25-23 was the second set score, and Springs really was in control. I would argue 90% of that second set. This one's deep from Kendall Plime. And so 5 out of the last 6 points have gone the way of the Ledgers, and they have an 8-7 lead, their first lead of this second set. Basler to Pino, back row swing for McCauley, dug up by Gilgenbach. Verkotteren to Ployce, she hits the line deep. And it's a timeout for Coach Weiss on a 6-1 run from Springs. 9-7, let's take it with them on Radio Plus.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
Back here at the pit, it is a 6-1 run by my count to earn this 9-7 lead for the Ledgers. And Riley Gilgenbach will continue to serve. And Coach Weiss was acutely aware of the threat that Springs posed. And the call was out, but Kensley McCauley taking no chances. Hard to blame her there. That was going to be close. And Kendall Plime is off the mark with her swing once again. So it's a 3-point deficit. And Gilgenbach will continue. Oh, it's an excellent serve dug up by Basler. Coming right back here to Plime. She tips. Ployce goes over. And that time a double on Gabby Pino, trying to go over in 2, which is unlike the Spartans. Usually they go over in 3 every single time, so Pino must have saw something that she liked, but had the double hit. That one, off the tape and out. And so an error after a little run there from Riley Gilgenbach. An important side out for the Spartans to regain the serve, but they trail by 3 after leading by as many as 3 in this second set. Here's the tip from Vercauteren. Pino looks far side. Gable, roll shot back to the middle. Vercauteren digs it up. Kuhn, back row swing for Gilgenbach. That's deep. 11-9. If you're just joining us, Laconia won the first set 25-17. They lead at 1-0. Second set is a Springs lead right now. Here is Ployce off the hands and down for Estella Ployce. She's got another kill, up to 5 unofficially here on the night. And that'll send Annalise Kuhn, the libero, back to serve for the Ledgers. Kuhn with the jump serve. It's short. Good one. Pino's going to look near side with Plime. Plime off the hands, dug up by Kuhn. Kuhn's just going to have to push this one across. And at the net, across the net. That one just trickled across from Pino. And the roll shot from Ployce is dug up by McCauley. Here is Plime. Tipped across. Vercauteren, nice effort from Allie Vercauteren to get on the floor and tip that one back up. Ployce, and that one hits the ceiling. So more bad luck from the rafters for the Ledgers. They had that happen in the first set as well, where they had a beat on it, and it hit one of those rafters and came crashing down on their side. 12-10. Gable with the serve. Vercauteren looks to the middle. Knockreiner is too deep. No touch. The Ledgers were pretty adamant that there was a touch there at the net. Nothing coming from the officials. I'll tell you what, you don't see Morgan Knockreiner hit them that far wide. I'll say that much. Hard for us to see from up here. Vercauteren goes far side. Estella Ployce off the block and down. She is starting to cook. Is Estella Ployce up to 6 kills and restores that 2-point Ledger lead. That is her 3rd kill of the second set. Talking about Estella Ployce. Here comes Allie Vercauteren to serve. Knuckles and dips. Basler's got it handled. Here is Finley Morgan back on the court, back on the score sheet. She's got her 6th kill of the night. So 7 for McCauley, 6 for Morgan, 6 for Estella Ployce, 4 for Gilgenbach. Those are your offensive leaders about halfway through this second set. And this one's deep from Scarlet Nitz. So the serving specialist comes on. And an error right away. That is the second service error of this second set for the Spartans. And that's something that Coach Weiss certainly will not be pleased with. 14-12 Springs leads. Ployce dug up by McCauley. Morgan coming back to McCauley. She's got a tight angle. She gets it done. Vercauteren, Knockreiner off the hands of Morgan. And once again, Basler going to come to McCauley down the line. Straight down the middle. And there's kill number 8 for Kensley McCauley. Ho-hum, Kensley McCauley back at it. She makes it look so simple. It just looks like a routine play. And I'll tell you what, it would be a special shot for anyone else. Gilgenbach digs up the Morgan serve. Here is Sienna Ployce. That one off the hands of Gable, and an overpass here for the Ledgers. Gilgenbach off the block. Chance for Knockreiner at the net, and that one was tipped across. I thought that might have been 4 on the Ledgers. No whistle, and Kensley McCauley cleans it up for the Spartans. Trying to count that in my head. I thought that hit the tape, but they were saying that was off of a Laconia block there. So McCauley up to 9 kills now, back-to-back for her, and it's tied at 14. Gilgenbach tips that one up. Verkottering goes back to Ployce, and off the hands of Hayden Johnson. Sienna Ployce with kill number 2 of the set and 2 on the night. Restores the Ledger lead, and Knockreiner a chance to extend it here for Springs. Plime passes to Gable, comes near side. McCauley off of Verkottering's arms, and the first player into double figures. Shocker here, Kensley McCauley. She's got 10. Gabby Pino back on to serve. Her last time around, she had a rare service error. She does not have too many of those. This one, better. Dug up by Kuhn. Verkottering near side. Sienna Ployce off of the block. Nice job by Kendall Plime. Tipped across by Pino. Both of these teams just staying alive. Gable looks to Johnson. Dug up by Gilgenbach. Verkottering looks for the angle, and it's just tipped off of Kendall Plime. Plime was trying to get out of the way, and it went off of her arm. The bench called out. She was trying to pull her arms back, and it just hit her. Good serve this time from Sienna Ployce. Pino looks to the middle. Gable scuffs it across. Verkottering back to Gilgenbach. Off the block. Verkottering tips it back. Good job by Pino to stay aware to that, and the free ball from Basler. Ployce, Verkottering, middle. Gilgenbach tip. Basler's there. Here is Gable, far side. Good shot, good dig. Kuhn looks to Gilgenbach. She hits cross court, and it is touched. There is a touch. The near side official didn't see it. The far side official did, and it's back to a 2-point lead for the Ledgers. And another kill from Gilgenbach, by the way. That's her 5th. Did not see that official at first. I was ready to call that one out, but there was that touch. Here is Hayden Johnson, pushes it deep. Dug up by Ployce. Middle for Ducks. Ducks off the block. And here is a swing for McCauley again. Kensley McCauley deep. 3-point lead for the Ledgers. And you can just see Coach Weiss pacing that sideline, imploring her team to get back into it here. A 3-point deficit here in the second set. That one into the net from Sienna Ployce, an error. And a free point to the Spartans. Can't give Laconia too many of those. They'll beat you on their own. They don't need the help. And that is error number 4 by my count from the Ledgers. Verkottering does a nice job to stay out of the net. That one's deep from Gilgenbach. And it's back to a 1-point contest with Kensley McCauley, one of the top servers on this team, certainly in terms of aces, at the line. McCauley dug up by Ployce. Kuhn looks far side. Gilgenbach. Roll shot. Basler's there. Pino back to McCauley. Back row swing off the tape. Overpass at the net. It looked like a double there. No whistle. And a chance here for Kendall Plime. Gilgenbach gets there again. I'll tell you what, Gilgenbach is flying around the court defensively, as are the Ledgers as a whole. That one's off the block from Kendall Plime, and she lets out a roar after that one. She's got her 3rd kill of the night. Nice swing from Kendall Plime. She has tied this thing up at 18. Here is Ducks. Ducks across with the free ball. Here is Plime. Plime off the hands of Kuhn. And Kendall Plime with back-to-back kills. It's a timeout for Springs. Let's take it with them. Laconia leads for the first time in some time, 19-18. You're watching on Radio Plus.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
So 1918 back here on Radio Plus Video Sports. Jordan King with you. And Kensley McCauley will continue to serve. She has been at the service line now. This will be her 4th point she's serving for. It's a 3-0 run with her at the line to erase a 3-point deficit and turn it into a 1-point lead. Verkauteren looks to the far side. Gilgenbach off the hands. Basler, Pino, back to Kensley McCauley. Why not? This one dug up by Estella Ployce. Verkauteren, and Ducks will have to give a free one to the Spartans. Basler, good pass to Pino. Pino straight to the middle with Johnson on the tip. Gilgenbach gets there. Verkauteren, far side. Gilgenbach's just going to push it across. And another chance on a free one for Plime. Good reach by Pino, and Plime's going to tip it across. Chance here, though, for the Ledgers. Middle, Ducks. This one's into the block and down. Hayden Johnson got her hand on it. And it's up to a 2-point Laconia lead, just like that. Kuhn, far side, Gilgenbach. Need one here for the Ledgers. And the Ledgers got one from Gilgenbach. Riley Gilgenbach's 6th kill of the night, matching teammate Estella Ployce with 6 for the team lead. That's back within 1 now. Gilgenbach, that's deep. And that is the 5th error from the service line tonight for the Spartans. 3 in the first set, 2 now here in the second set. And those 2 errors, part of the reason that they trail by 2. Kuhn looks deep. Basler's there. Pino goes to the middle. Finley Morgan looks for the far corner. She's got it off the hands of Kuhn. And there's kill number 7 for Finley Morgan. Just a smart shot from Finley Morgan. Looking to that far corner. And a 3-point lead now for Laconia. Matches their biggest lead back when it was 3-0 in this second set. Here's Estella Ployce on the tip. Pino was there. Bailey Gable, looks near side into the block. Now Morgan with the tip, and someone was into the net. Number 3, Morgan got into the net when she swung across there. And so a much-needed side out from a Ledger perspective as they are back within 2. 22-20. Here is Annalise Kuhn. Good serve from her off of the arms of Kendall Plime, and it's back within 1 this time for the Ledgers trying to make a comeback. Just feels like an important set here for Springs. That was a bicycle celebration by the bench there. Excellent execution. Here is Plime on the tip. Verkauteren on the block. Far side, Gable goes off the block of Knockreiner. Knockreiner can't get there. And it falls down on the side of the Ledgers for a kill for Bailey Gable. Just her 2nd of the night. And Addison Grotti is back in, sending Gable to the back row to set, and Pino over to the bench. Here is Bailey Gable. Ployce, Verkauteren, Knockreiner off the block. Knockreiner able to get it right back. Ployce with a little bit of a fadeaway shot there. That one's trouble. And a point for the Ledgers on a loose pass from Kensley McCauley that got into the net. 23-22. This thing is tight as we head down the stretch here. Verkauteren, this is an overpass. Knockreiner finds a spot. And Knockreiner's got a kill, her 3rd of the night. And we are tied at 23 between the Spartans and the Ledgers. Back after this to finish out the second set on Radio Plus.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? WIT Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, WIT Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Back at the pit, 23-23 here in the second set. Laconia won the first set 25-17, so it isn't a must-win, obviously. The Ledgers don't lose if they don't win it, but it just feels like they got to have this one, doesn't it? And for the Spartans, they could put a stranglehold on this regional semifinal, winning this set. Bailey Gable looks to the center. Finley Morgan, tip shot. Good job by Ployce to get there. Estella Ployce gives a free ball to the Spartans. Here is Finley Morgan off the block. Free ball for the Ledgers and miscommunication from Springs. And it is set point for the Spartans. Just an overpass from Finley Morgan and miscommunication from the Ledgers. And here comes Scarlett Nitz, the serving specialist, into the net. And a free one back to Springs. Oh, my. You don't see that ever from Scarlett Nitz. In fact, I don't know that I've seen that this season, and I've seen, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 matches for the Ledgers, or for the Spartans, excuse me. That one's deep as well. So teams trade errors from the service line, and it's back to being a set point for perhaps the best server in the Flyweight Conference, Finley Morgan. Here is Finley Morgan. Far side, Gilgenbach digs it up. Verkauteren back to Riley Gilgenbach. Tip shot. Gable gets there. Grotti punches it over. Yeah, that's a double. Coach Weiss does not agree. Certainly had the appearance of a double. Perhaps it wasn't. I would defer to a coach on that one, probably. I won't say she's wrong. 25-25. Wow, what a dandy of a second set we've got going on. Kensley McCauley down the line. She's got it. Kensley McCauley. Big players show up in big spots. And the Flyweight Conference leader in kills dispatches her 11th kill of the night in a big one. Here is Gabby Pino. Pino, good serve. Off the hands of Ployce. Into the stands. It's a win, 27-25 for the Spartans. And they take control of this regional semifinal in a big way. Let's take a timeout. 2-0 lead for the Spartans. We are back with a potentially decisive third set right after this on Radio Plus.
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon. The automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service. Full service, batteries and wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon, 920-346-TIRE.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
At the Pioneer Keg, great food meets a fun atmosphere. Dive into their full menu featuring award-winning cheese curds and our homemade pizzas that are simply irresistible. Try the famous Brewmaster Challenge, where the food takes center stage. And if it's Friday, get ready for our amazing Friday fish fry. Check out our relaxed atmosphere, hang with friends, where everyone has a good time. Come thirsty, come hungry, and leave happy. The Pioneer Keg, 122 South Milwaukee Street, Theresa, Wisconsin.
Municipal Well and Pump began over 100 years ago, one community and one relationship at a time. Employee owned, employee accountable, a personal stake in every project. Today, we are the largest well and pump contractor in the region. Our customers know us as honest people who treat them as people. We believe every family deserves clean, abundant water. To us, nothing is more important. We might not always be the lowest priced option, but integrity and dependability can be rare. And in this vital industry, prioritizing a quality experience creates lifetime relationships. Municipal Well and Pump. We care about keeping clients connected to water.
Back here at the pit for a potentially decisive third set between the Ledgers and the Spartans. And that was a big come-from-behind win there in set number 2. Similar to what we were saying earlier this season when these two got together. And just to give you a few stats from that match, I was going to do that pre-match, but didn't get around to it. Kensley McCauley had 14 kills the first time these two got together. She's got 11 already here tonight. And obviously from the service line, that's always a story from Laconia as well. Finley Morgan had 3 aces in that one. So, yeah, things to think about. But, man, that was a big second set for the Spartans. And you just felt if Springs could have gotten that, man, what would this momentum have said here in the third set? Good start for Springs. It's Estella Ployce with her 7th kill of the night. The duo of Estella Ployce and Riley Gilgenbach have been very good offensively. They have combined for 13 kills here in the first 2 sets and change. And there's Morgan Knockreiner at the net with the solo block for Knockreiner. That one was just a little bit loose on the set from Bailey Gable, and just all Kendall Plime could do there was tip it across at a pretty severe angle. Here is Kendall Plime yet again, dug up by Kuhn, far side Verkotteren to Gilgenbach. This one's off the hands of Basler. Basler doesn't miss much, but she didn't have much of a chance there. Riley Gilgenbach firing away on the cross court, and it is 3-0. This is the start that the Ledgers needed. You know, you go back to that second set, they fell behind 3-0, and perhaps if they didn't do that, started a little bit better. Oh, what a swing from Kensley McCauley. That one found this near corner. The Ledgers didn't think so, but that one was in. You could see that one for sure. Caught that near side corner. But just getting back to that point, you know, if the Ledgers were able to start that second set a little bit better, you gotta believe that they might have won that second set. You know, with how they eventually started playing. Another error this time from Scarlett Nitz. That's 2 in a row for her into the net. One is a collector's item. 2 in a row. I don't know what you call that. Here's Finley Morgan, dug up by Knockreiner. Verkotteren goes to Gilgenbach, far side, and Gilgenbach just a little bit off balance there and couldn't get a quality swing at it into the net there, and a 4-2 contest here in the third set. Laconia leads 2-0, 25-17, 27-25 the scores so far. And Finley Morgan tipped up by Gilgenbach. Verkotteren to Kuhn, and Kuhn just has to give a free one to the Ledgers. Here is Kensley McCauley off the hands. Nice job by Dux and Ployce that time on the block, and straight back to McCauley. Roll shot. Verkotteren looks to Dux. Dux with the tip. And a good job defensively by the Spartans. Here is McCauley yet again. And I'll tell you what, defensively the Ledgers have been very good. But as I say that, there is a block from Addison Grotti. The double block of Grotti and Johnson getting it done again. But Addison Grotti with her 3rd block kill of this match. And that's one's loose from Gilgenbach. And just like that, Spartans have tied things up. Nice serve that time from Finley Morgan. She does pretty much every time she's back there. Here is Ployce, Sienna Ployce. Good swing from her. Off of the block and through the defense. Her 3rd kill of the night. She was held killless, scoreless, I guess you'd say, in the first set. Got going in that second set a little bit. She's just a freshman, and you can see her starting to get some confidence here tonight in this match. Gable, middle to Johnson. Johnson pushes it across, and nice job by Annalise Kuhn to just stick an arm up there and get something on it. Here is Johnson on the swing, far side. She finds it. Hayden Johnson with just her 2nd kill of the night. That time on a nice swing. So 5-5, Gabby Pino back in. She'll set now, and she starts by serving. Good pass from Ployce, ends up with Gilgenbach on the swing, dug up by Plime. Plime to Pino, back to McCauley. Verkotteren, where's she going to look? To Dux. Dux, far side. She's got it. Elizabeth Dux, the freshman, with her 2nd kill. And, you know, same thing with Ployce. You can just see her starting to brim with some confidence here at the latter half of that second set, now here in the third. Pino to McCauley. Off the block. Ployce got there, though, and Gilgenbach will push it across. Here is Pino coming to the near side. McCauley, no chance. No chance. And there's number 13 from Kensley McCauley. She is just 1 kill away from hitting her number that she hit the first time these two got together, which was 14. Here is McCauley from the service line, dug up by Kuhn. Verkotteren, far side. There's Ployce off the block and down. That's a smart swing from Estella Ployce off the outside arm of Bailey Gable on that right side. And there's kill number 8 for Estella Ployce. And a 7-6 lead for the Ledgers. This is an overpass from Basler. See if the Ledgers can use it. They cannot. It's just an overpass tipped by Plime. Ployce goes deep. Pino on this near side to Plime, and Kendall Plime's got another kill. A quiet 5-kill night so far for Kendall Plime. And tied back up after the early 3-0 lead for Springs. It's been back and forth between these two teams. Basler, good serve. Ployce digs it up. Verkotteren goes back to Ducks. Check that, Ployce, excuse me. And she goes into the net with an error. (8-7). Basler. This one off the hands of Ployce. Kuhn gets there, and Gilgenbach gets it across. Good save that time from Annalise Kuhn. Here is Finley Morgan. No chance. Finley Morgan, when she's got the momentum going. That was a perfect set from Gabby Pino, and Finley Morgan up to 8 kills. And that one was with authority. Gilgenbach. Here's Knockreiner with the tip. Morgan once again tips it across. Verkotteren. Kuhn. And roll shot from Estella Ployce. Here is Morgan once again. Oh, another just outstanding tip from Finley Morgan. Her 9th kill. Great awareness at the net. Good vision of the court to see where she could potentially dump that one, and Morgan nearing double figures as well. Here is Kendall Plime. And now the Spartans taking control here in set number 3. There's the timeout from Coach Fenner. We're going to take it with him. Big lead, 11-7. Back after this on Radio Plus.
New ownership, same customer service tradition. Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun and its surrounding areas for over 50 years. New owners Luke and Logan Gans are longtime employees of Verhaeg's Furniture and are committed to continue serving the furniture, accessory, and mattress needs of Waupun and the surrounding areas. Bringing you exceptional quality from Ashley Furniture, Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Puffy Mattress, and many more top brands from their store to your home. Verhaeg's Furniture, 806 West Main Street, Waupun. Quality brands for affordable prices.
Back here at the pit, if you're just joining us, we are in set number 3. 11-7, the lead for Laconia, and they lead it 2-0, 2 sets to nothing. 25-17, 27-25, the scores from the first 2 sets. And the Ledgers taking that timeout, taking that timeout, trying to steady themselves, get themselves back into this third set. They had a real chance to win the second, led by as many as 3 late in that set. There's a block from by Laconia, and then a double on Verkotteren trying to tip it across. They have been very, very strict on those. If you're going to go over the top with 2 hands, man, you got to hit it perfectly tonight. I mean, they have been very, very strict, but consistent all night long, and that's all you can ask for. And the adjustment that needs to be made from the players is you just pretty much can't do it. There's Finley Morgan again, and there's double digits for Finley. She's got 10, and her last couple of swings have been made with a ton of confidence, and it's a 6-point Ledger lead. And Basler goes straight into the net there, but she rattled off about 4 or 5 points there before she had the error, so maybe not quite as bad as some of the other ones we've seen. Here's a free one for the Ledgers. punched across from Annalise Kuhn. Kuhn looks to the far side with Ployce. Ployce off the block and down, and it's in. And that was Ployce thought she had got it far enough out there that maybe it would land out of bounds, but I think it was Morgan on the block, and it stayed in. Bailey Gable to serve. Knockreiner back to the middle, tipped across by Verkaterin. Basler, Gable, Morgan, tip. Great shot from Finley Morgan. Kill number 11 on the night. 15-8 the lead for the Spartans. And some of this momentum has just kind of left the crowd. I mean, we had, in that second set, you could feel the tension. There's an ace now for Bailey Gable. Haven't seen a ton of them from either side tonight. Good serve receive from both of these sides. And now Laconia has doubled up the Ledgers. Another good one from Gable. Here is Ployce to get it across. Sienna Ployce, nice job there. Here is Morgan once again off the block and down. Morgan Knockreiner got up high and got the block. But just to finish that point, the spring students were into it. You could feel the tension between these two fan bases, and obviously, Springs has won some really important matches here over the course of the. Obviously everyone points to that undefeated Laconia team that they knocked off in a regional final, but they're comfortable playing here, that's for sure. McCauley into the net, and the lead is down to 6. So if Springs could have won that second set, you just wonder, what does that do momentum-wise? What does that do to the mindset of some of the players? And interesting what-ifs that are no longer relevant because Laconia won that second set. This one's deep from Estella Ployce, so it's back to a 7-point Laconia lead, and they are just 8 points away from sweeping their conference rivals for the second time this year at home. Here is Scarlett Nitz, back to her good serving self after a couple of errors. Good job by Laconia to keep that one alive. Basler gives up the free ball. Verkaterin looks near side. Sienna Ployce into the net. These two met on September 4th, and we'll finish that thought in just a second. Timeout Springs, we'll take it with them. Back after this.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
So that is the second timeout for Springs, and it is backs up against the wall right now here in this regional semifinal, 18-10. If they're going to go, they got to go pretty quick here against the Spartans. Here is Scarlett Nitz. Another good serve from her, tipped up by Kuhn. Verkaterin looks far side. Gilgenbach cross court, and Gilgenbach's got another kill. Gilgenbach, and Estella Ployce with 8 apiece here tonight. The next best for the Ledgers, Morgan Knockreiner with 4 by my count. All unofficial, of course. Here is Finley Morgan. Meanwhile, the Spartans have 2 players in double figures. Here's one of them. Kensley McCauley, dug up by Ployce. Verkaterin goes far side. Gilgenbach rips another one. That one off of Basler, off the ceiling, back to McCauley. She rolls a shot across. Knockreiner's there. Back to Gilgenbach. Off balance, and she still gets it to go. Kill number 9 for Riley Gilgenbach. So back within 6 come the Ledgers. But they have a long way to go here. Bailey Gable, a really nice set, but just a little too close. And that was a really smart shot. And Gilgenbach into double figures as she's able to tip that one deep, noting that Josie Basler was a little out of position there on that previous shot. That was a really nice job by Gilgenbach. Gable goes to the middle with Morgan. She tips it off the hands of Sienna Ployce, and that time it just got on Ployce a little too quickly as Finley Morgan kind of with the quick shot there to get her 12th kill, and now she's back to the service line. Back to a 6-point Spartan lead here in set number 3. They're looking to sweep this thing. And miscommunication that time between the freshman Sienna Ployce and the senior Allie Verkotteren. And it's 20-13. Springs had one serve to try to win the second set. That one time Verkotteren wins the battle at the net. And she's got herself a kill, a rare one for the setter. And that sends the freshman Sienna Ployce to serve. Here is Ployce, jump serve into the net. 21-14. And Gabby Pino would like nothing more than to serve this thing out and move the Spartans on to the regional championship. Good serve. Verkotteren looks to the far side. Gilgenbach off of the tape and down, and it was in play anyways. Spartan point, they retake an 8-point lead. Another good one from Pino, dug up by Kuhn, this time to the middle. Ducks with a good swing. She's able to dig it back up. Verkotteren looks back, and Kuhn hits the deck, giving a free ball across to the Spartans. Here is Bailey Gable, cross court. That one's too far. 22-15 now. And Gilgenbach will have to rip off some sort of serving run here. Good start there. And it ends up with a tip from Bailey Gable and Sienna Ployce, Estella Ployce, Gilgenbach. And after all of that diving around, a point for Laconia. 23-15. They are 2 points away from the sweep. Kensley McCauley, jump serve. Knuckles across. Here is Estella Ployce. Nice swing from Estella Ployce. She's up to 9 kills. If nothing else, these seniors, Ployce, Gilgenbach, Knockreiner, Verkotteren, they're going to have some good memories of how they played, certainly, here in this potential final match of their career. Here's an ace from Annalise Kuhn. Kuhn just a junior. She'll be back. But Gilgenbach with 10 kills, Ployce with 9. Knockreiner's got 4, and she's had a couple of really big blocks. Verkotteren has run the offense as she has all season long for the Ledgers from that setter position. Here is Kensley McCauley. Dug up by Gilgenbach. Estella Ployce with another big swing. Here's an overpass. So Ployce again. This one's deep. Just mistimed her jump on the overpass and sent it a little too deep. 24-17. It is match point at the pit. Basler. Good serve. Knuckles down. Gilgenbach. Verkotteren. Knockreiner tips. And one of the Spartans was into the net. It was Finley Morgan yet again. I shouldn't say yet again. Just her second time in the net tonight. Oh, now they... Oh. Well, it's not number 4. Oh, yeah, it was number 4. They did change it at the end there. It was number 4, Kendall Pleim, into the net. Here's Kendall Pleim to finish this thing out. No. Dug up that time from Kuhn. Verkotteren dumps it across. Back to Pleim, off the block, off Gilgenbach, and this one is complete. 25-17, 27-25, 25-18. The Spartans sweep the Ledgers and move on to the regional championship. Let's take a timeout. We'll have our post-game show coming up right after this. You're watching on Radio Plus.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? WIT Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, WIT Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Your dream space starts with quartz countertops from Quest Interiors. Whether it's your kitchen, bathroom, mudroom, or even a closet island, we custom fabricate one-of-a-kind surfaces that elevate every room. And the best part? We install many in as little as 1 week, quickly turning your vision into reality. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Planning a new building, whether it's commercial, ag, or residential, you need a building that will last. You need Pino. Our experienced design-build team will make your vision a reality. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to pinobuildings.com and you'll learn about the Pino difference. Pino, built better for future generations.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
Back here at the pit, 25-17, 27-25, 25-18. Here with Coach Weiss. And, Coach, you know, that looked a lot like the first time around. I mean, the big second set where Springs had a lot of chances to close that thing out, but you guys, we've said it all year long, you just don't go away. What'd you like about, you know, maybe not letting it get to that point, but the response?
I mean, after that second set, I said, what were our goals this season? Serve 92%. That's not going to do it, and that's not going to cut it for Saturday. So we have to be disciplined now so we're ready for the championship on Saturday.
Did you like what you got in the third set? You know, and obviously they start 3-0, but then after that you kind of settled in and played your volleyball.
Yeah, we got to our blocks, our passing picked up, and our hitters were hitting the spots that we've been practicing all week.
You kind of mentioned that there was serving, but looking ahead to Saturday, what's it going to take? I haven't heard or seen if Oostburg got it done, but you know, whoever you play on Saturday, what's it going to take?
We can't have a second set like that. We got to play consistent, and we have to play our best volleyball 100% of the time. We got to focus behind the line. We got to get our sets a little tighter so our hitters can really swing. So just a few little things to work on tomorrow to clean up so we're ready to go for Saturday. Coach,
appreciate a few minutes. We'll let you hand it off there to Finley. Finley, I had you for 12 kills here tonight. dangerous team. You guys knew that from the regular season, talking about Springs, but what did it take to respond in that second set, get the comeback win, and then kind of roll like you guys did the first time you played these guys?
Yeah, they're definitely a big conference rivalry, so they're always fun to play, and we knew coming in this game they're not just going to roll over on us. We knew that we had to play hard, and we don't all play our best game, but that's not always going to happen, so just picking each other up when someone's not playing good always helps.
Coach talked about it there in terms of making sure the block's there, making sure the serves get in, frustrating there in the second set, but I guess, what was the message between you guys as teammates to say, let's get this thing turned around?
When we just have someone on the team that's kind of just putting their head down, it doesn't help us. We all make mistakes. We all know that. So just picking each other up.
13 kills for Kensley, 12 for you, 7 for Kendall. We talk about it a lot, but the depth kind of showed itself again tonight, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I give a lot of credit to our back row. They're able to get the balls up. And then a lot of credit to our setters. Just putting the ball in the right spot always helps. And the back row is always calling out 1, 2, how many blocks, and that definitely helps too.
What's it going to take Saturday?
I think this team has a lot of grit. We can come back from big gaps, and I think we're just going to need that because good teams are going to go on runs, and so are we, and just sticking with each other and picking each other up.
Congrats on the win. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
And also got Gabby Pino. Gabby, we just talked about it, the depth. You guys have an embarrassment of riches. You and Bailey get to set to some really good offensive players on this team. What's your mindset personally when you get out there in terms of your job as a setter? What are you looking for?
I just know, for this game especially, if you lose, you're done. So, you got to have the compassion. I know I can trust all my hitters, and I just come out ready to play.
What was, kind of heard it there from Finley, but what's the message there in that second set when the serves aren't going in and you're making some uncharacteristic mistakes as a team? What kind of got it back on track for you guys?
We all just come together and say, who cares if you make a mistake? You just got to get over it and come ready to play. Yeah.
Yeah, I've asked both Coach and Finley, looking ahead to Saturday, Coach said can't have a second set like that, but just, I guess, what's your guys' mindset as a team in terms of making this season as special as it can possibly be?
We know they're going to be a good team, and we just got to have the compassion to go out and play. We sometimes lose our energy a little bit, but, I think we got it.
No more Laconia low, right? All right,
yeah.
Gabby, congrats on the win. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
a few minutes. Appreciate it. All right, want to thank both Gabby Pino and Finley Morgan, as well as Coach Caitlin Weiss, for joining us for a few minutes here post-match. Let's take another timeout. We'll come back, give you some final stats, and continue on here with the post-game show here on Radio Plus.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
At Warner Harmson, we believe your home should be as comfortable as it is beautiful. From timeless classics to today's latest trends, we carry quality furniture to fit any room that's built to last. With hometown service, affordable prices, and dependable delivery, Warner Harmson makes loving your space feel easy. Visit warnerharmson.com to view our comfortable, quality, and stylish furniture today.
Let me get you in this used car. There's a bunch of...
Yeah, that's what it feels like at most used car dealerships. Pushy sales tactics, pressure, and no peace of mind. At Schaefer Auto, we don't play that game. Every car's inspected by certified mechanics, and we got over 100 budget-friendly vehicles ready for you. Here, you actually get the space and support to choose the car that fits you.
Schaefer Auto, no tackles, no pressure, just the right car for you.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
At the Pioneer Keg, great food meets a fun atmosphere. Dive into their full menu featuring award-winning cheese curds and our homemade pizzas that are simply irresistible. Try the famous Brewmaster Challenge, where the food takes center stage. And if it's Friday, get ready for our amazing Friday fish fry. Check out our relaxed atmosphere, hang with friends, where everyone has a good time. Come thirsty, come hungry, and leave happy. The Pioneer Keg, 122 South Milwaukee Street, Theresa, Wisconsin.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Protect your New Holland equipment and optimize your performance in the field with genuine New Holland maintenance products. New Holland oils and filters are designed specifically for New Holland equipment so you can achieve our high performance standards in the field. And by choosing genuine New Holland maintenance products, you'll not only protect your equipment, you'll also boost its performance and productivity. Visit Waupun Equipment Company, also in Watertown, and see for yourself why genuine New Holland oils and filters are the right choice for your equipment.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
We return here, post-game show on Radio Plus Video Sports. Jordan King with you, Ike producing, and Malik on the camera. 25-17, 27-25, 25-18, the final, a sweep for Laconia. And all came down to that second set, a lot like it did in the regular season match between these two when Laconia was able to come back and get the second set comeback win and kind of take control and then earn the sweep. Some stats for you here to close things out. Kensley McCauley with 13 kills. Finley Morgan with 12, 7 for Kendall Plime, 3 for Addison Grotti, 2 for Hayden Johnson, and 2 for Bailey Gable, of course, unofficially on all of those. And for Springs, Estella Ployce with 9 kills, Riley Gilgenbach with 10, Morgan Knockreiner had 4, 3 for Sienna Ployce, 2 for Elizabeth Ducks to lead St. Mary's Springs. Give you a couple of scores that we know right now. We may have a few in a couple of minutes from now. Waupun got swept by Sauk Prairie. You saw that on Radio Plus. Also on Radio Plus tonight, Mayville swept Cedar Grove, Belgium. That could be a potential opponent for Springs somewhere down the line. Living Word Lutheran swept WLA tonight. So Living Word Lutheran versus Mayville. That will be a Saturday match. Still have not heard between Oostburg and University School who won those matches. Let's take a timeout. We will come back and we will have our final segment in just a couple of moments here on Radio Plus. Stay with us.
Welcome to Hoekstra's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hoekstra's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hoekstra's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
PT Tire and Service has been at 301 East Clark Street in Brandon for over 20 years. The owners, Tony and Pam Sauer, are dedicated to their community and their customers. They serve the auto repair, tire, and wheel needs of customers in Brandon and the rest of central Wisconsin. We're on call 24/7 for roadside assistance and on the farm service for customers. For auto repairs, tires, and wheels, come see us in person or request a quote online. PT Tire and Service, you make the call and leave the rest to us. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Let me get you in this used car. There's a bunch of...
Yeah, that's what it feels like at most used car dealerships. Pushy sales tactics, pressure, and no peace of mind. At Schaefer Auto, we don't play that game. Every car's inspected by certified mechanics, and we got over 100 budget-friendly vehicles ready for you. Here, you actually get the space and support to choose the car that fits you.
Schaefer Auto, no tackles, no pressure, just the right car for you.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Whether you enjoy the sunshine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping, enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway, call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Call us when you need a company you can trust.
You hear it all the time, but what does it mean? This is Danny and Heather at AirTech Heating, and for our company, it means we do right by our customers and provide them quality service for superior home comfort.
It means our prices are competitive and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust, your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
At Warner Harmson Furniture, Flooring, Kitchen, and Bath, we know that your home is more than just four walls. From kitchen and bath remodels to full home renovations and new construction, we have the team for you. Warner Harmson brings expert design and craftsmanship to every project. Dependable, detail-driven, and dedicated to you, we turn your vision into a home. Warner Harmson, we do it all. Visit warnerharmson.com and book your free consultation today.
At the Pioneer Keg, great food meets a fun atmosphere. Dive into their full menu featuring award-winning cheese curds and our homemade pizzas that are simply irresistible. Try the famous Brewmaster Challenge, where the food takes center stage. And if it's Friday, get ready for our amazing Friday fish fry. Check out our relaxed atmosphere, hang with friends, where everyone has a good time. Come thirsty, come hungry, and leave happy. The Pioneer Keg, 122 South Milwaukee Street, Theresa, Wisconsin.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Extend your vertical tillage options with a new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders break clods and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seed bed. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Back here at the pit one more time, 25-17, 27-25, 25-18. A sweep for Laconia to get it done, led by Kensley McCauley and Finley Morgan combining for 25 kills here tonight. Between the two of them on the Springs side, Estella Ployce, Riley Gilgenbach, they combined for 19 kills on the night. A couple of more scores that have come through. Howards Grove swept Campbell Sports. That's another Flyway team down. The Flyway has lost Winnebago Lutheran tonight. They got swept by Living Word Lutheran. Obviously lost Springs tonight. Lost Campbell Sport tonight, so that's 3 teams down. 2 teams moving on. Mayville sweeping Cedar Grove, Belgium, and obviously Laconia sweeping Springs here. Still have not heard the result from Omro. Omro played tonight against top-seeded Valley Christian and have not heard a result yet from Omro Valley Christian. Valley Christian was the top seed. That was a 1-8. Yeah, you would expect that one to go to Valley Christian, which would leave 2 Flyway teams remaining in that one. And also, for people that around here that would care, Oostburg University School have not gotten a result from that either. So there you go. There are a few results for you and the final stats between Laconia and Springs. All right, I'm Jordan King. It's been great here at the pit. Want to thank Ike. Want to thank Malik for helping me do the easy job, which is just sit here and talk about volleyball. Want to thank all of you out there watching, all our sponsors up and down the line. Thanks to the fine folks from Laconia for their great hospitality as always. The Spartans get the sweep. 3-0 over Springs. They move on. They'll play for a regional championship, and you'll be able to watch that coming up on Saturday here on Radio Plus. Have a good night.
Thanks to our Radio Plus video sports sponsors.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Bondi Family Dental,
Sargento Cheese, Lens Truck Center, Right Way Home Improvement, Taco Bell,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Quest Interiors, Wisconsin Lighting Lab,
BCI Burke, Marion University, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Musa Sheet Metal,
Coal, Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Marco Tax Service, Winnebago Lutheran Academy,
Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Silica for your home, The Wellness Way,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Roush Insurance, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy,
Bristol Morgan Bank, New Medical Center, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Hopper's Silk Screen and Embroidery,
Smith Builders, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Brad Tagliapietra, American Family Insurance Agent, Everson Law Office,
Michaels Corporation, Aurora Healthcare, Vogel Family Dentistry, Anders Auto Parts, Schaefer Auto, Keller Buildings,
Sir Rauer Family Dental,